I'm Jackie Brambles, and joining me to help banish those Monday blues are Carol McGiffin, Cherie Murphy, and Jane McDonald. Okay, today's papers have revealed that British women look at their faces in the mirror an average of 34 times a day, with women in Liverpool almost doubling that figure to 71 times a day. But are these women vain or just insecure? Jane, is it ever good to look at yourself repeatedly in the mirror?
I'm surprised it's only 71. Because every time, you know, I don't know why.
Can you pass a shiny surface without?
Only with me, you know, when I'm done up, yeah. I mean, if I'm at home, I actually cover the mirrors up, because if I open the door, I frighten young children. You know, it's really that bad. But when I'm out and I pass something, I'm very conscious of thinking, oh, is that right? And is my lip here all right? And have I got my gloss on?
Is that just because you take great pride in your appearance, or because you quite like what you see when you look in the mirror?
No, I'm as vain as hell, actually. No.
You see, there's not many people who would actually admit to that, because everyone thinks vanity is a rather nasty trait. But, you know, I love Jane. She says, oh, I'm so vain.
Honest.
See, I don't like it. I don't know. I just don't. I am more likely to check my backside in the mirror than I am my face.
Are you?
Yeah.
Where's that?
That's why I like lifts, because in the lift, you've got a mirror there and a mirror over there, and you can sort of go like that and see in that, you know, see what's going on behind.
And again, is that because you like what you're seeing, or you're worried about it?
No, probably because I don't know, maybe I'm worried about it. I don't really know.
But my backside.
Well, no, not really. I just think it's better than my face. Honestly, I'm like Jane, when I look at myself in the mirror, my face now, I don't particularly like what I see, because it isn't what it used to look like, you know, and it's gradually coming down this way.
Yeah.
And so I don't look at it a thousand times, and it would depress me if I actually did. So I find some other things to look at when I'm looking in the mirror.
How about you, Cherie? Are you good at?
No, I'm not. I'm one of these people that, you know, you make yourself up to go out on a night out, and I don't reapply makeup at all. So I forget, you know, you go to a restaurant or something, and then you go out to a club, and you know, you see some girls that come out after a long night out, you know, drinking, and they look absolutely perfect, you know, and I don't do that at all. I can't be bothered, you know. I just think
in the toilets with all these girls, you know, you hang out with the wags, and you know, they do like their makeup, and they're all in the toilets going like that and like that.
I just stand and watch them. Just watch them. I do. Wash my hands and watch them and have a natter. I can't be bothered. But I've got a friend of mine actually, Leslie, and she always after dinner, or lunch, if you've been out with her, she always gets a little mirror out of her bag and checks her teeth, which I think is probably quite a good thing to do, because guaranteed I'm always that person that gets like a green herb or something stuck in her teeth. And it's always someone like my husband that goes, Cherie, what you call it? Your teeth, have a look. And so for a bit, I did try and carry around a little mirror, you know, and try to be like Leslie and get it out and check my teeth. But then I just forget, and I just think, oh, I can't be bothered, you know. I'm a bit lazy like that. I am. And I don't look at myself in the mirror that much. I think when I do, I catch myself and I think, oh, no, and just carry on walking, you know. I'd rather not.
I sort of live in two different, completely different worlds. When I'm at home with the kids, I'm just covered in whatever they happen to be playing with or eating with or dispensing from their body at that particular time. And I've no makeup on, my hair's in a ponytail. Honestly, I look like a troll. People who are quite shocked at how awful I look. But I don't care, so I don't look in the mirror. I don't have time, I just don't care.
You don't cover them up then, the mirrors?
No, but I just bypass them completely.
Yeah.
But when I'm working, because we all have to wear makeup and stuff, or like a special occasion like Colleen's wedding, something like that, when I do make an effort, I probably do try and maintain the look, I would say.
See, it really bothers me that, you know, when we have our makeup done, you have to sit in front of a mirror, and the only thing you can look at is yourself, and I can't stand that. Yeah, all right, no comments, thanks. And also, like, when you're in the gym, like, people who go to the gym and all they do, like, even when they're on the running machine sweating, there's like tellies everywhere, they can watch things. They don't do that. They look at themselves in the mirror.
Yeah.
And I find that weird, that the hairdressers, everything, it's just like, you want to cover it up, but why do they need a mirror?
Supermarket, you try to avoid the mirrors in the freezer section.
Well, yes, because
everything to avoid.
Because when I go to the supermarket, exactly, I do look like a tramp. And the lighting's terrible in the supermarket. And as you walk past one of those little mirrors and you catch yourself, you think, oh, blimey, who's that old bag? Oh my God, it's me. You know, so to be avoided at all costs. I don't really understand handle that. You know, people obsessed with, you know, running on a running machine with their little shorts on, looking in the mirror.
Well,
I find it weird.
if I was losing weight like that and I was fit, I'd want to see myself running, thinking, yes, I'm here, I'm doing it.
Yeah, I suppose if you were happy with yourself, you would, wouldn't you?
Not just getting a frozen pizza out at freezer.
Right. Competition time now, and here's